EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dallas is live for the kickoff. Number 49, waiting to return.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go.
Tight left.
Done, Luigi! Black, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Black, come on. Hey, stash. 82.
Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
82. Liz.
Now Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyrone Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Austin. Avoids him at the 40. Oh, it spins again. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Here's the first play for Ezekiel Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go. Wide 80.
54.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire, but in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
3 down.
Here we go. Get set. Let's go. Get out.
I got him. On me.
Move.
Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Here you go.
Motion, motion.
Why they take?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
They do not score. Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Why they?
Keeper with Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
All day, baby, all day.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Gray 15. Gray 15.
Mike's 54.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now,
81,
here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Great.
86 is on the go. 86 is on the go. That's you. That's you.
Black, come on.
I got it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because
82,
the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that
15.
initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hang in there now.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
81.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
That's it, baby.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
4 down, 4 down.
Black, come on.
From the red zone now, Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Woo, woo. Yeah, baby.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense and exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
4 down.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
47. Switch and A.
58, Mike. Ricky.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go. Wide eight.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just
46,
saw there.
46.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Switch and eight.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Play action now, Prescott. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and short yardage. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Switch and eight.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go. 81.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught at the 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
81, 81.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
4 down.
Again, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Good.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Tight end's right.
Here we go, 46.
Alert. 3 down.
46.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
46.
Double plus, big-time play.
Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Great.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
Go.
This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, we got
Let's 5-7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Trying to get your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Come on now.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Great 15. Great 15.
4 down. Check.
Now Wentz got to have this one. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because he's got a long way away from kneel down time. So they'll work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Gun.
Tight end left.
Here we go. 46. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott.
Outside coming.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On the counter, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go to Elliott again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now Prescott. He's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Right. To the right.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Odd on, 5 down.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Touchdown, baby.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
82, 82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Come on now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Black.
Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
4 down.
Great.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long.
Fundamental
breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit!
We got three, fellas.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
All right, now look at 56.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
82.
To throw is Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace.
On the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Great 15.
Wentz now on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Black, come on. Liz.
We got three.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Black. Liz.
Here's Wentz to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Drag it. Black.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Empty.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be, 38 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun!
Single receiver.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw it.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Detroit!
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. But they haven't been able to do that in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
53's the mic.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Alert! 3 down.
1st down, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Kill. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
On the run, this is Hilliard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 27 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. They found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And out now come the Eagles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Please.
I got a left.
Black, come on.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield on first down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway as time expires in the first half, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How
time.
many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hurry up, hurry up.
And they'll start the drive of the ground with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Mayfield now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And all the way down to the 35. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 35 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're trying to get the offense going with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Johnson, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We got 3. We got 3.
They'll go to the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
3rd and 2, a good quarterback sneak. I know they got it. I have to believe the head coach has said, this is 4-down territory for us. We're going to try and pick it up no matter what.
I'm thinking the same thing, because you sneak, you only think inches, a foot, maybe 2 full yards. That's tough to get done.
Yeah, normally 3rd and 2, that's quarterback draw, not quarterback sneak.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Kill.
Leopard.
From the gun, Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Hey, empty. 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Great, great.
Three down. Watch that.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first
All right,
down.
now, lucky 56.
They pick it up
Lucky
on 3rd
56.
and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
They'll run with Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway from 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Here's Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Underneath for Johnson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, and Mayfield's going to throw it. And that's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
3 down.
Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
81.
Wentz now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.